We're live and well. All right, welcome everybody tonight to our April meeting. We have the Pledge of Allegiance. I'll ask former United States Marine Corps veteran to lead us in the pledge. That will be you, Mr. BG.
The nation, God, liberty, and justice for all.
Okay. So before we get started, I'll introduce the staff. I'm George Myers, the town supervisor. I have town clerk Hilly Allegra with me. On the right, I have Steve Moreau, councilman, and Stephen Bedetti, councilman. On my left, I have Sylvia Santiago, councilwoman, and Eve Lincoln, councilwoman. At the desk, Anthony Fay, our highway superintendent, is here. And way in the back, way in the back, is our receiver of taxes, Susan Checks. Way back. And at the desk, we have town attorney Dave Zagon, our police chief Robert Doss, and from Magoli Hauser Etzel, we have Quinn Malarkey with us tonight. And as usual, on the IT, my favorite employee, Danielle Barrett. Okay, so that's that. Let's start with the public hearing on the Orange County Consortium Community Development Program. So we'll open a public hearing. If anyone wants to speak to it, we have one project that we have submitted before. I'll talk to that after the public hearing. Anybody want to speak to it at all? Just come up here, get your name and where you live, and off we go. Hi, Andrea.
Not quite sure I understood of it, so my and sanitary sewer routinely overflows with rain.
Mm-hmm.
To have it taken care of. So, and I had presented by and that's what I was kind of reiterating what I guess submitted.
Okay, I have that email. I got it, and I distributed to the town board. So we've digested it, and I'm going to give you a call.
Okay, and then I also sent like a brainstorming list of other.
That's not for
ideas.
now. We're just talking this, that'll be later. I'll have another public hearing, talk to that then. Okay?
I wasn't quite sure.
No, that's okay. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to add to this? Anybody online have, Ms. Barrett? You want to cover a little bit there, Quinn?
So the purpose of on the 2023 funding Orange County Community Development Block Grant application. Like Myers said, they plan on applying again this year for the Milkgate drainage improvement project. So to be eligible for this grant, project must be in an eligible census tract or benefit of eligible clientele such as seniors or disabled persons. So with the grant application, you can apply for $125,000 for a 1-year grant or $375,000 for a 3-year project. The Milkgate Heights drainage improvement project would be a $370,000 grant, and it's eligible solely within an eligible census tract. So again, just looking for
Okay.
feedback.
Okay. All right, that's one of the problems with your email. It's not in the census tract that it would have to be, but I'm definitely going to look at what you outlined in the email, Andrea. Okay? Okay. Chair will entertain a motion, town board, town of Windsor, to close the public hearing in the matter of Orange County Urban County Consortium Community Development Program fiscal year 2023 project proposal for community development block grants. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Chair will entertain a motion, town board, town of Windsor hereby submit its application for consideration of the fiscal year 2023 Orange County Urban County Consortium Community Development Program, and that the town supervisor hereby authorized to submit the application for the Milkgate Heights Drive Drainage Improvements Project as described in the proposal. Input from citizens and groups have been received and considered, An application is prepared which addresses their community concerns. The board further certifies that it has read and understood the Orange County Urban County Consortium Community Development Guidelines for fiscal year 2023. Program year has met all of its applicable requirements, and that information contained in the application is accurate and true to the best of its knowledge. If awarded CDBG funds, the town shall implement the activities in a manner that ensures the compliance with all applicable federal, state, and local laws and regulations. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. We have another public hearing that we have to conduct tonight. It has to do with clarifying some parking signs that we put up on Cedar Lane and Farmstead in the vicinity of Squire Village. So I think we had some issues with the spacing of it. So bye, Quinn. I don't blame you for running. Take me with you. So we are required to hold a public hearing anytime we kind of make these chapter changes. So I'll open that public hearing now regarding that parking on Cedar and Farmstead. Okay, nothing, right? Nobody. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town to close the public hearing concerning the adoption of the amendment to Chapter 280 of the Town Code of Town of Windsor entitled Vehicle and Traffic to clarify the area of prohibited parking in the Cedar Lane and Farmstead Road. Motion?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby adopt the attached local law amending Chapter 280 of the Town Code of the Town of Windsor entitled Vehicle and Traffic to clarify the area prohibited parking on Cedar Lane and Farmstead Road pursuant to sections 10, 11 of the Municipal Home Rule and direct the town clerk to publish pursuant to law. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Okay, Anthony, you'll be on that, right? Those signs, I know we had them in bad location. Okay, now, the next item on the agenda is a public comment period for agenda items only. So if anybody wants to speak to the agenda items, we'll hold up for a minute to see if there's anybody before we get moving. There'll be another public comment period at the end of the meeting. Danielle? Nobody here. Okay. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor approve the minutes of the public hearing for the 2020 Community Development Block Grant, CDBG CV, Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security Act, CARES Act, funding in the public hearing for the adoption of the amendment to Chapter 25 of the Town Code, Town of Windsor entitled Code of Ethics. In the Town Board meeting, all held on March 2nd, 2022, as per copies posted Town Clerk's Bulletin Board in the Town Hall and same distributed each of the Town Board members. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize and approve the promotion of Police Officer Jeremy Arcaro to the position of Identification Officer in the Town of Windsor Police Department effective March 7, 2022. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Officer Arcaro is going to be assigned to the ID section. The ID officer now is anticipating retiring sometime this year or early next year, so we need to get him up to speed to take over those important duties of the ID officer. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize approve the promotion of Ryan McDonough to full-time motor equipment operator effective immediately. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, okay, Anthony. Good to go. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor pursuant to the resolution attached here to determine that the evacuation and repair of a 20-foot section of collapsed culvert and upstream catch basin on and along Creamery Drive in the Town of Windsor is a Type 2 action pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act and thus requires no further environmental review. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of New Windsor, hereby determined that the Lake Road Culvert Replacement Project proposed action is an unlisted action pursuant to SEQA, and that the town supervisor authorized to execute Part 1 of the short environmental assessment form, herein SEAF, and that the proposed action will not have a significant impact on the environment, and that the town board shall hereby authorize the supervisor to execute Part 3 of the SEAF and adopt a negative declaration concerning same, all in accordance with the resolution attached here to motion.
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, hereby determine that the Bull Road Culvert Replacement Project proposed action is an unlisted action pursuant to SEQA. The town supervisor authorized to execute Part 1 of the short environmental assessment form, and that the town board hereby determine the proposed action will not have a significant impact on the environment, and thus authorize the supervisor to execute Part 3 of the SEAF and adopt a negative declaration concerning same, all in accordance with resolution attached here to motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, hereby authorize the adoption of the attached bond resolution, amount not to exceed $712,000 for said Sloop Hill Road pavement settlement and embankment stability project. Said bond resolution is subject to a permissive referendum. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, this is a project long overdue. Is that, Mr. Feo, is that right?
Yes.
And you were very concerned that there'd be some injuries over there, so the board's kind of taking a hard look at it, and we're going to bond that to fix that up. Get that out of the way. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, hereby authorize the adoption of the attached bond resolution, amount not to exceed $1,430,000 for said culvert and drainage project, which is Creamery Drive, culvert repair lining, Lake Road culvert replacement, Bull Road culvert replacement. Said bond resolution is subject to permissive referendum. Motion?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, these are some projects that are long overdue too, right, Anthony? Getting these fixed? Huh? Will all these be done this year? The space amount. Sylvia, did you hear that on? Okay,
That one we definitely got this
that'll be done this year?
year. Yes.
Good, then you stop talking to me about it. Okay. Chair will entertain the motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, authorize the establishment of a performance bond for the restoration of Riley Road following installation of a new raw water main by the Village of Curious Joe in the amount of $1,809,830, as recommended by MHE Engineering, DPC, via correspondence dated 28th of March, 2022, and attached here too. Further, due to the scope of the project, in lieu of any inspection fee, the Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby determine that the Village of Curious Joe shall be required to post an escrow of $50,000, which shall be used to pay for any and all costs associated with full-time observation of the work, the installation of Village of KJ's raw water main within Riley Road. Said escrow to be replenished by the Village of Curious Joe within 10 business days upon notice by the town that its balance has dropped below 10,000. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. I'm very concerned about this project, extremely concerned. And had many meetings with them. We've had their attorneys. Dave Zagon's done the yeoman's work on this, but we really need to keep a good eye on that, and that's why we're going to have somebody out there. Dave, who will keep track of the fact if this goes below the 10,000? Who would be charged with that? Kelly's office or who?
No, not Kelly's.
No.
It would be probably a combination of Jen, Mike, Sean, and
Okay.
town control's office.
So I think maybe we should send something down to Jen that she needs to be involved in it. I mean, she keeps a good eye on the money. All right. So that's one of the things I was concerned with. All right. Yeah, if there's a problem out there, you cut water service to a good part of the town. And I think it could also cut some water service to Cornwall. So we have had them bring all of the piping and any other material they need on site. So if they do hit something, they don't have to go buy it, it's already there. So John Agito from KMO has been up there making sure it's there, so I just hope that this project goes along, but I'm very concerned about it. And we didn't have much choice in it, obviously. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, authorize the town clerk to advertise pursuant by law, calling for sealed bids for the paving of certain town-owned roadways. Bids shall be received in public open on May 19th, 2022 at 11 a.m. at the office of Town Clerk, 555 Union Avenue, Windsor, New York. The Town Board, Town of New Windsor receives the right to reject any and all bids. Motion? Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, our Highway Superintendent, Anthony Faya, was a little concerned about the county bidding process, so we now have this in place just in case. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Probably a good idea. Was it mine? You should say yes. I like to take credit for everything. No, thanks, Anthony. I think that was a good move. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, hereby authorize the supervisor to enter into and execute the attached task order number 2206 of McGoey Hauser Engineering, DC, for engineering services related to the townwide highway paving project. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago? Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, okay, has to do with our 5-year repaving plan. Anybody's interested, we have those roads that are gonna be paved this year. I have them in my office and Anthony Feo has them up in his office. Shall I entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of New Windsor, hereby authorize supervisor to enter into and execute the attached task order number 2209 with MHE Engineering for engineering services related to the Sloop Hill Stabilization Project. Motion?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, I'm hoping this project comes in under what we think it might be, but how many years did we kind of try and Band-Aid that? Many? We got to the point we can't do it anymore. All right. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, authorize the retention of the accounting firm Nugent Hauser, 101 Bracken Road, Montgomery, New York, to conduct a consultant audit required by the New York State Department of Transportation as part of the closeout requirements for the project commonly known as replacement of the Lake Road Bridge over the Metro North Road, Port Jervis line, and further authorize supervisor to execute the attached letter of engagement for same. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, this is, I'm finally getting to the end of this, but they have to get involved in this now, so hopefully we'll wrap it up. There will be at some, I think we'll be getting a credit on this job. All right, this is a receiving file. Hearing no objections, Town Board, Town of Windsor receiving file fully executed supplement agreement number 3, effective March 9th, 2022, between the Town of Windsor, New York State Department of Transportation for the replacement of the Lake Road Bridge over the Metro North project. PIN number 8759-87 and contract number DO 34210. Another receiving file. That's also with the Lake Road Bridge. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor receiving file with the Town Clerk the attached letter from New York State Department of Transportation in response to the Town of New Windsor's petition to New York State DOT to commission a study for a roundabout at the Bales Gate 5 Corners. So what we have done is sent a resolution to the state saying that that area is just needs some help. And we had some conversation. Councilwoman Lincoln got involved when she first got here, and roundabout seems to be the only answer, but I don't know how they would ever do that. And the traffic is just unbearable there, especially when you have drive home. It's just terrible. So at least they didn't say no. They're just saying that commission a study. So when they commission the study, I'll be long gone, Robert. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, in accordance with resolution 96 here to hereby authorize the supervisor to execute the attached long-term maintenance agreement between the Town of New Windsor and the Village of Curious Joe for the protection and maintenance of the Town of New Windsor's infrastructure and roadway and further establishment of a 2-year maintenance bond. Said 2-year maintenance bond shall be recommended by the town engineer, approved and established by the town board, and to commence upon the date of a substantial completion of the village project. Motion?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. So I went to see Dave Zagon today, and I heard his voice being raised, which is very unusual. So I backed out and I said to Jess, who's he talking to? He's talking to the attorney from Curious Joe. I said, okay. So Dave has put in a lot of work on this, and he has really positioned us where we need to be, and they need to come to where we are. And have great faith in Dave, because very rarely does Dave raise his voice, if ever. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor, receive and file with the town clerk the attached water line easement for Pierre Bell, number 3, to Town of Windsor, dated October 3rd, 2018. According to the county clerk's office on the 7th day of December 2018, in Libra 14497 at page 1524. So this is just an easement up there that's been kicking around since 2018. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, other supervisors, authorized to execute and the attached amendment to the agreement between the Town of Windsor and McGoey House Realtor Consulting Engineer, known as MHE Engineering, for engineering service to construct modification upgrades to the Town of Windsor wastewater treatment plant. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yeah, this is a huge project that we're undertaking down there, and Councilman Bedetti gets himself involved in this, and I'm glad that he is. He's spent some time down there with John Agito and the media, and this is a huge project. It's a $60 million project, and it's going to take probably 5 or 6 years to be completed, but we've been out of sewer capacity now for a while, so this will correct that. We'll go from 5 to 8 million, and I appreciate the work that the engineer and the town attorney did on this, because it was long overdue. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby receive and file the town clerk the attached New York State Department of Conservation construction acceptance dated March 11, 2022 for the chlorination dechlorination project. So this was at the wastewater treatment plant. This is the first project, that first phase that we finished down there. And we have had some conversation with DEC, and we seem to be on the same page moving along. So hopefully this will stay on target. It doesn't take 10 years. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached right-of-way commercial access maintenance sewer force main declaration dated October 3rd, 2018, and recorded in the Orange County Clerk's office on the 7th day of December 2018, in Libra 14497 at page 1511, which provides egress and ingress to and from Mannery Road to the tax parcels designated as section 22, block 2, lots 12.21, 12.22, 12.23, 12.24, 12.25, and establishes responsibility and maintenance schedule for the right-of-way, as well as a private sewer force main within the said right-of-way, which services the homes on the above reference parcel. This also is part of that 2018 thing that's been kicking around for a while. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize and approve the hiring of Jennifer Malarkey as a full-time recreation aide effective immediately. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, Jennifer's been a part-time employee down there for a number of years and always has done a good job. And as we like to do as a board, we ask our department heads who they recommend if that's a position. And more often than not, we'll go along with their recommendation. So this came from the Recreation Department. So good luck to Jennifer, and I'm sure she's going to do a good job for us. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby appoint Richard M. Yan, PhD, at 27 Deborah Lane in Windsor, New York, 12553, to fill the unexpired term of John McDonald and serve as member on the Town of Windsor Ethics Board, said term to commence immediately and shall expire July 3rd, 2023. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, I have spoken to Richard yesterday, and I spoke to Larry Lishow, who's the chairman of our exit board, and he has spoken with him, and will now be on board. So There'll be 5 members now at the Ethics Board, and I think their next meeting is the 19th. Did you get that notice about, yeah, okay. Shall entertain wow. Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby determined in accordance with the attached resolution, to plan the replacement of the town hall roof is a type 2 action per the State Environmental Quality Review Act, and as such requires no further environmental reviews. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilmember Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, this is another project that's long overdue. I mean, Keith Maddetti's our buildings and grounds guy. He's been fighting this battle for a long time, and finally we're gonna get it done. Yeah, we actually had the ceiling fall in and just missed one of our employees maybe last year. But yeah, Keith has been fighting this for a while, and appreciate all of his efforts in getting this to where we are. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby determine in accordance with the attached resolution that the planned replacement of the roof at 244 Union is a type 2 action per State Environmental Quality Review Act, and as such requires no further environmental review. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilmember Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, this is another roof that's in bad shape, and Keith has been fighting this for a while too, so long overdue. It's kind of like your house, you gotta make the repairs. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby determine in accordance with the attached resolution, the planned purchase of vehicles and equipment is a type 2 action pursuant to State Environmental Quality Review Act, and as such requires no further environmental review. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilmember Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, so Anthony, I guess this is a international, and then some kind of HV cab and chassis? Who's getting a John Deere? That you or that going
That's
sewer treatment plant?
the other one is two.
Then you got the Falcon asphalt hot. It's you. All right, so once you give the rest of the things he needs to get the job done, it makes it easy, right?
We can only get that.
Well, this board has really been giving you stuff, huh?
Just getting stuff.
We can turn on you too in a minute, right? Okay. All right. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize the adoption of the attached bond resolution, the amount not to exceed $850,000 for said town hall replacement project. Said bond resolution is subject to permissive referendum. Motion,
Second.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilmember Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, okay, so hopefully this is, I had some conversations with Mike Weeks, our engineer, and hopefully this will come in under budget. One of the problems with this roof and the roof down at 244 is asbestos. So we have to be very careful with that. So we are following every step that's required, and we'll get it done the right way. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize the adoption of the attached bond resolution in amount not to exceed $75,000 for said 244 Union Avenue roof replacement project. Said bond resolution is subject to permissive referendum. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilmember Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Excuse me, Supervisor Myers?
Yes, okay, so this is another roof, and I'm hoping it comes in under that 75,000. And we're required to kind of just follow every rule known to mankind, so it costs the taxpayers more money. If we could get it done without following every rule, we could be a whole lot less, but that's the case being a municipality. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize the adoption of the attached bond resolution, the amount not to exceed $600,000 for the purchase of the vehicles, equipment for various departments, including the dump truck, garbage truck, utility truck, asphalt hot patcher. Said bond resolution subject to permissive referendum. Motion,
Second.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilmember Detti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, okay, Anthony, that's it. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize appropriation of excess revenues in 2021 transfers are unexpected from 2021 budget balance and the appropriation of unreserved funds as of December 31st, 2021, in accordance with resolution attached here to. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, this is a result of our new controller, kind of balancing her books back there, Doreen Scheibel. Absolutely, really doing a great job in there. I mean, she was in there a long time as a deputy, and this board knew that she would do a great job, and we were 100% right. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby introduce a local law to amend Chapter 96 of Town Code, Town of Windsor, to permit the issuance of multi-year dog licenses based on validation term of rabies vaccination, declare the matter an unlisted action pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act. Call a public hearing to be set May 4th, 2022 at 7 p.m. at Town Hall, 555 Union Avenue, Windsor, New York, and authorize the town clerk to advertise for same pursuant to law by publication and posting, all in accordance with the resolution annexed hereto. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, okay, so this just gives them the option of doing a year or 3, right? They can do either one,
Based on the rabies.
based on,
The rabies.
okay, based on the rabies. So when is that rabies clinic, by the way?
The 14th, May 14th.
May 14th?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's on our Facebook, right? So we
Yes.
probably will push that a little more so people know about it. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby introduce a local law to amend Chapter 280 of the Town Code, Town of Windsor, to create an area of prohibited parking on Plimpton Street. Declare this matter a type 2 action pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act. Call a public hearing to be set on May 4th, 2022 at 7 p.m. at Town Hall, 555 Union Avenue, Windsor, New York, and authorize the town clerk to advertise for same pursuant to law by publication, posting, all in accordance with the resolution annexed hereto. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, just acknowledge the work by Lieutenant Fayol on this. He kind of took it upon himself to go out there to see what was going on. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, authorize solicitor's permit to Nicholas Manatolo, J&M Mobile Concessions Incorporated, known as Nick's Hot Dogs, to operate a mobile food service establishment selling hot dogs, snacks, beverages, soda, water, etc. Permit shall be obtained from the town clerk's office. This guy's a veteran. Motion?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor, receive and file improper practice charge dated March 7, 2022, filed by the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association in Windsor, New York, regarding withdrawal of take-home detectives cards. So there'll be a hearing on this, I think sometime, maybe May 4th, and we'll see how it goes. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor, receive and file with the town clerk the attached task order number 2205 with McGoley Hauser Engineering, DPC, of engineering services related to the Town Hall roof replacement project. Motion?
Receive by.
Resub, thank you. Okay. Somebody keep me, it's getting long. Another receiving file. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor, receive and file with the town clerk the attached agreement between the Town of New Windsor and McGoley Hauser Engineering dated March 8th, 2022 for professional services related to municipal engineering service. This has to do with the services he'll provide to the town and also to the planning board, which is reimbursed by the applicants. Another receiving file, hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor, receiving file with the town clerk the attached kennel agreement between the Town of New Windsor and the Town of Cornwall for temporary impoundment of the Town of Cornwall dogs at the Town of New Windsor Kennel facility during the evening hours and the periods of cold weather. We raised the fee from 50 to 100 for them, but I think Stacy told me, was it one dog in a year? Was it something like that? Yeah, it wasn't much. Any on the Newburgh? We hear anything from them?
Not till we go.
Hopefully, everybody will come to their senses. Another receiving file. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor, shall receiving file with the town clerk, commercial insurance policies for commercial property coverage, commercial general liability coverage, crime coverage, and commercial inland marine coverage, equipment breakdown coverage, each of which are effective from December 24th, 2021 to December 24th, 2022, as well as workers' compensation policy, which is effective January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. All this insurance reminds me of Dave Zagon's office, and in particular, the paralegal, Jess Marina. had a lot of work this year with some of the damages that we have, and we've been having some success with FEMA. And our insurance company, I just want to acknowledge the work that she's done on this to kind of protect the town. Another receiving file, hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby receiving file, the town clerk, the attached complaint of Liberty Utilities, formerly known as the New York American Water Company, against the New York State Department of Taxation, Finance of Real Property Tax Services regarding its tentative special franchise full values for the year 2022. Nothing to do with us. It seems like this water company is after the state to lower their taxes, and I think they provide water to Beaver Dam. Another receiving file, hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor, receiving file with the town clerk, the attached monthly reports for the following departments for March 2022. These are all March 2022. Justice Calderon, Justice Myers, Police Department, Building Department, Recreation Department, Tax Receiver Utility Report, Tax Receiver Monthly Tax Statement, the town clerk, and the New Windsor Emergency Medical Services. Okay, that takes us to the public forum. Okay, so at this point, we'll open it up to the public on any, I guess, any subject that you want to talk about. I'm here. Mr. BG.
I just have a question, George, on the agenda, number 9 and number 16. I wasn't sure exactly what this thing meant. It said that number 16 was Village of Curious Troll, water main, and Catskill Aqueduct.
Okay.
Now, would that mean that anytime that they can tap into our water line?
No, but I'll explain it. Is that the only question?
Well, it has.
Both of them. Yeah, okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, I'll answer that. Listen, this was a contract I think was signed in 2018, and they are going to have a tap in the Riley Road plant, but it's a tap for both. We now have a tap. So they went in and the city of New York decided that there should be just one tap for both the Windsor and KJ. So they'll get their own water, and they will not be getting our water. So they just have a tap now into the aqueduct. But I think it'll be a while before this happens with laying that pipe along 32. And now they're having a problem in Five Corners, trying to figure out how to get around. And everybody's like, you know, the police chief and highway superintendent, you could just block the whole Five Corners. So I think they're trying to get some easements now to go behind some of those places on Five Corners. But no, they will not be taking our water. They have the dual tap. We'll get it. They'll get it. But I'm very concerned about the installation of the pipes. I can't, and Dave and I have been very strong with those folks about that. And the board has also indicated that they have some great concerns. So we're going to have somebody there watching them. And that was what that $50,000 was. And I was talking about when it gets down to 10, and they posted this bond, but they hit the wrong thing. We really have a problem. So, and they know that, but they've done some test borings where they shoot water in and they kind of think they know where everything is, and it's an accepted engineering practice. So hopefully it'll be okay. Did I say somebody on there? Colleen? No? Huh? Okay. So if Colleen wants to call my office tomorrow, any of these agenda items, 563, 4610, I'll gladly answer any questions that you have. Okay. What? Alberto. Alberto from the Mid-Hudson Times. Speak a little louder for me.
Items number 15 and 18 on tonight's agenda. For item 18, I'll start. I just want to thank you, Supervisor Myers, and Councilman Day for setting up the appointment to learn more about the wastewater treatment plant. Supervisor, to learn more about this project. That being said, Mike, just a general question. I know that this was brought up in previous council sessions. To kind of begin that process, has MHE been considered to also work on the reconstruction for the water plant as well? I know that they're addressed here as being construction for the wastewater treatment plant, not the water treatment, just the wastewater. And then for item number 15, with that traffic study, the response, I was just curious when the board would be that process, and if possible, any of the data that may be collected could be shared. To just kind of have residents see what goes on, studying that process. So,
Okay, thank you. All right, listen, there are two questions. You visited the plant with Councilman Bedetti, and yeah, the plan here, and we're still struggling mightily with the water too, is that McGoey Hazardets will be the chief engineer on the sewer treatment plant, and we will have another engineering service do the water plant. But McGoey Hazardets will then oversee that firm, and another firm will oversee them. So yeah, it's a big project. We want to make sure that we're getting the taxpayers' money's worth on this thing. And listen, we have done what we could do. We have sent a resolution to the state, and all of those roads, anything that starts with a number is a state road. So they're all their roads. So they have said that they will undertake a study. Let's see if they do. All right. Sometimes it takes, they're all over the place, takes them a little time to come back. Okay, so any of the board members have anything they want to say? Okay. What time is the plane leaving? I'm on.
Okay.
All right, Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, close the public hearing, 7:41. Close the Town Board meeting. Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman.
It's done.
Councilman
It's
Bedetti.
over.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln. Supervisor Myers.
Yes.